JPY, and we want to look at many pairs of euro as base currency. So we want to look at euro GBP, we're going to look at euro USD, we're going to look at euro CAD. So we started with euro JPY, and we focus on the monthly time frame. The idea behind the monthly time frame focus is to get a clear directional bias as to where euro has been driving other quote currencies. This is your base currency, this is your quote currency. So what this means is that this is the exchange rate of Japanese yen against euro. This is real. I want to state it to be very specific. The data you see here are real economic data influenced by monetary policy change and tweaking. So what this means from the vertical data print is that these are the amount of Japanese yen you need in order to afford 1 euro. Let's say you're a Japanese, you have your Japanese yen and you fly to Eurozone. This is the amount of Japanese yen you need to offer for you to get 1 euro. That is what this means. And this is the timing at which the exchange rates are made. So to think this is kind of play or some kind of gambling is just delusion, some kind of delusion to think this is what it is. This is real economic data print. So let me go straight to the point and emphasize the points and key areas of market reaction. I've been on this chart for the last 30 minutes, getting to 4 hours to get to this chart. And I don't want to claim it. So I just want to just state it and go. So we have a price action from February 2004, where price updated series of demand floor, and created a significant ascending trend line structure. And after which we had the impetus to draw an ascending trend line. And on that ascending trend line, if we clone that clone structure bring it to the floor, where happens to be our demand floor. And critically, it gave us our sell structure at this area in the month of July 2024, where Eurjpy upswinged to the point of 174.777 before retracing. That retracement was not a coincidence, was not manipulation, it was based on structure of market. Now we see we have a bearish red candle drop in August 2008. We are going to do investigation to find out what led to this 3 months and 4 months of bearish drop of EJ. We want to look into investigation to find out what transpired and to see if we are going to face similar behavior. Because you see, price have come under attack after retesting a broken demand floor. Price create here demand floor, demand floor, demand floor. We have two sets of demand floor at this level, and you technically see this another set of demand floor by way of weak rejection and an ascending trend line, and the structure was broken, and price came back here to retest it as a supply rule and also as a retest candle to a broken demand floor. And since then, price didn't return. He didn't return. He only reacted to the weak. This reaction is if we clone this structure, let us take our clone trend angle and bring to this structure. That is why you have seen market react at that level. That is why you have seen market react at that level because it's weak. So now the market came to react to break of the body of a monthly candle. You can see the rejection after that break price came here, created a supply roof at this level. So technically, buyers couldn't cross this level. They were still dropped. But the trend angle is the same. The trend angle remains the same. So this is why I brought this here to show you why price has reacted here. After reacting selling from the top layer in this zone, this layer reacted at the first layer on rejection. So you see price return here again to make here another dynamic supply roof before price return here in the month of 2024, July, and pierced into the upper supply roof, and you can see price is dropping. Now we have a mid demand floor. A broken supply roof becomes a demand floor. Look at here, price create here as a demand, and let's settle them. Price create here as a demand. You can see here, price create here as a demand, and break of the demand floor. Price returns here as a supply, and returns here to affirm a supply roof, and returns here to affirm a demand floor after a break of the supply roof. Price came down, broke the demand floor, turned it to a supply roof, and came here again to affirm the supply roof, and again affirm the supply roof, and break up the supply roof, making it a demand floor. So I want price to return now into this zone. So on technical, I believe and I want to tell you for free that Eurjpy will continue to drop. it will continue to drop. So if we put a vertical route strategy, most likely, the best place I will tell you to look for Euro to get a daily meal. If you're looking for a daily meal, you want to eat something from Egypt, you want to eat from this economy. You are not in Japan, you are not in Europe, you are in your village, but you want to eat from this economy without stepping your foot into those areas. I will advise you to look for a buy opportunity at 151, 381. I'm writing that zone down because I'm also taking that trade. I'm also taking it. So I believe that on a monthly time frame, EJ will continue to drop after I put my vertical root strategy and it cuts across to where we'll have a clean ascending trend line, maintaining the same trend angle as the previous all-time high, and which subsequently brought it to other areas of market reaction, and the reactions are perfect and beautiful, indicating it's a valid structure. So that makes it a psychological ascending trend line. I continue to replicate it, I continue to clone it, every areas of demand and every areas of support until I begin to get deviation. If I get deviation, I abort it. So at the moment, it's valid for me and I'm not going to change it. Don't change what is working. You only change what is not working. So now we have price return to this area. So I feel that on technical, that market might dip itself a little bit into 151, 381, but that reaction will most certainly start from um, that reaction will most certainly start kicking in from the cut across the ascending trend line. But I'm very hopeful that it will dip itself on a monthly dip into the zone where you will likely see a retracement. So I'm going to make a zone for it. So on that zone, you get ready to get some few pips. Use a monthly candle. Use a monthly candle. So you see now price cut across there. So I'm going to set two zones to that. So if you see price dip itself into that zone, feel free to take a day buy opportunity. Euro is still very strong. The market is still very much bullish. You can see the structure. Euro JPY is bullish. The market is bullish. It's very much bullish. So we can only begin to look at it on a more bearish terms if price will break down from this red ascending trend line. If we break down, look at my arrow. If we break down from this structure, then we will certainly come down here to retest this roof. We have a roof at this structure. Look at this roof, a supply roof, and we have a break of that structure. So if price returns there at at this level, we will likely see some changes and we consider going for buy opportunity at 147,568. So at this level, honestly, I'll be looking at going in for a buy at that level. Then we will be watching to see if price returns to that level. If it returns to that level, feel free to look for a buy opportunity at 147,024. At that level, we will look for a buy opportunity at that level. 147,024. We look for a buy opportunity at that level. These are all monthly candles. So another thing I noticed again that happened that is worthy of note is the bearish candle imprint that suddenly erupted in 2008. It calls for investigation. It calls for investigation because such behavior can happen as trading remains pattern. So what happened in 2008, 2007 can likely repeat itself. So we will go back to economic calendar to look at query using our AI analytics to see at what happened in the month of August and in the month of September that made Eurjpy drop drastically to this point. We need to query this behavior. If we query this behavior and we look at the economic data points surrounding this price action, then we look at it if we are having similar price with similar fundamental data in 2025. If we have such fundamental coming up, there is a very high probability that you could potentially see Euro crash so much against Japanese yen. So this is a little bit technical. It's a little bit technical. It's a little bit technical. So if we have that, then you see that this floor remains a fundamental buy floor. For me, is a buy floor based on fundamental data. So what this means is that you watch out for this floor, as this floor holds a very strong price action, and I will tell you for free, this price action from this floor also came from the clone of our previous structure. That is the clone of our supply rule gives us our demand floor. And you can see it actively, it is active waiting for price to return into that zone with regard buy opportunity. So what I see on technical is that We will continue to watch it. We will query the economic data prints that led to the sell-off of Eurojpy in 2007, 2008. Then we will also see if there are possibility that price will come down to repeat the same price action. So at this level, we see that ascending trend line have held price one as a demand structure and have gone up, create an M structure sold and came down, pick liquidity and upswing again. And never looked back since May 2000. So this is what note that the monthly time frame is your friend. The monthly time frame is your friend. It's the only friend you have. It gives you a clear directional bias. Now you can see price after updating here as it formed an M structure. Price came down here, create here as a demand floor, return break that demand floor, turn it to a supply roof and sold off, return affirm it again as a supply roof, return and affirm it again as a supply roof three times before break of a supply roof, turn it to a demand floor. I want price to return back to this structure. A return into this structure will be an automatic buy. So I will keep my eyes on EJ. I will keep my eyes on EJ. I will really keep my eyes fixed on EJ because at this level, I expect that the market should swing back. It should swing back at that level. But if we have a strong bearish cause for any reason due to fundamental changes arising from change in monetary policy, either from Bank of Japan or from the Bank of or from the Euro Bank, then most likely we will continue to see more bearish drop. So we will look at what Lagarde and her team are doing and see if there are other fundamental changes that could technically strengthen euro against Japanese yen. But to be honest, based on the data we have on the chart, euro JPY will continue to drop. There is no two ways about it. The Japanese economy will continue to draw euro down. This is what we are seeing. And if you look at it again, let's take away our vertical strategy and get our facts right that we have here a monthly demand that is broken at 158.274. The market opened on the gap for the moment and broke that structure. And have already tested collected liquidity from the supply and the market is selling below. So after break of this demand flood and head price, you see that on monthly time frame the price is going down. So it will continue to go down. The only area where you may have some intraday opportunity to getting into a small buy opportunity will be on this floor. The reason for this floor is because it's also representing a monthly demand. So at that level, you see that 155,464. So let's allow the market. Maybe hopefully tomorrow, as market open, the market might dip down more into 155.464 level and give you 30, 40 p buy opportunity. But bear in mind that the market will continue to drop. You must bear in mind that Euro JPY must continue to drop. It will continue to drop. The reason is because the market makers are seeing a significant demand, and that significant demand they are seeing is on this ascending trend line, which I've already explained. Price creating here demand floor, another demand floor, break of the demand floor, supply roof, demand floor, supply roof, break of a supply of demand floor. So price will technically return here to the yellow zone. The yellow zone is giving us 152.743. I will be watching this trade. I will watch it. I will monitor it with all my strength to see that our effort in this is not wasted. That at the end of the day, our goal is to buy EJ. We want to buy EJ on sniper entry. So I will look down to the next now I already have my data on I already have my buy data on a monthly time frame. So I will go back on 4 hours, then use my 4 hours market structure strategy to get a sniper entry on 4 hours. My entry for this trade is going to be on 4 hours. I will not take a 1 hour or 30 minutes. I will enter it on 4 hours because I'm looking for 4 hours rejection. The market is selling. So I'm looking for price coming deeping into my structure. I'm looking at 155,464. I'm looking at that level. So you can write it down 150, 155 at 464 level. And our prime level is going to be 152.743 level. This is our key area which we are looking for. So we are going to now go down to 4 hours and see if we have a structure, a market structure that bears witness to 152.743 as a 4 hours rejection candle. So if we get it, then we are going to wait there for a buy, meaning indicating that we may want to avoid 155,464. We may want to avoid it. So we're going to check quickly right now after this chart. We're going to look at another broker and our focus will be on 4 hours to see if we get an alignment in this area of demand. So this will work for Eurjpy. And so the next chart we're going to do, we're going to use another broker and we look at 4 hours. Now we've got our monthly time frame. There's no need for weekly time frame because the monthly have already given us what we want. So we want to scale down to 4 hours. We already have a mental picture of where price is coming to. We are looking for a buy order. Our buy order for Eurjpy will be on this structure. And our key areas we are looking for is 152,743. These are key areas where I have my mind fixed. And at 151,381. So these are the two areas where I have hope in 152.743 and at 151.381. These are key areas where I have my trust in. And we believe that this could technically just happen. It could technically just happen. So we have confidence in this line. We have confidence in it, and let's hope that price comes to that level in patience. We will be waiting patiently. Yes, I'm right. 151,381. Already written 151,381. We have confidence on that line, and on the yellow line 152,743. So we're going to look at it on the lower time frame for hours to get our POE, point of entry.